Hey, Bruce here, the 5-Minute Handyman. I have a toilet that keeps running once it gets flushed, and so I suspect it's going to be the flapper. And so what I did is I picked up a universal flapper from one of the big box stores, and we'll see if that's going to fit. And I'll show you the whole process and explain exactly what to do so you can change your own flapper when your toilet runs after getting flushed. So let's take a look at some of the hardware and we'll talk about it. So what I have here is I have a toilet, and I'm going to take the lid off the back, and we can see right in here, this is the flapper, okay, and we're going to take this out, take a look at it and see why it's leaking, and then we're going to put the new one in. So first thing I have to do is shut off the water, and it's over on the side. There's a valve at the bottom, so we'll shut that off, and then we do a flush. And I'll hold the handle down so we get as much water out as we can. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, the chain off, and so there's a little thing here that you just pinch to get it to come out. All right, and then I will lift up on the red part, and I have to be very careful not to break off the ears that are on this standpipe. So I'm going to put my finger underneath it and then my thumb on top of the black part, and I'm going to lift it up. If I can get my hands in here. Okay, that's one. And that's two. Okay, so here's our flapper. If I take a look at it, I feel, see these two lumps here? They're not supposed to be there. And this toilet is about 6 years old. And so I've seen this happen before. And even if I take this out, we can get a replacement ring for it. But I'd rather just replace the whole flapper with something that's a little bit better. So let me show you what I've got here. I've got this Corky Universal, and this is an American Standard toilet, and so let's see, my toilet is a 4021N, and so I look on this chart, American Standard 4021N. I need to put it on a setting of 1, and I'll show you how to do that, but I need to know that before I install this particular flapper. So we'll take this apart. Okay, and this white piece has an arrow here. It's kind of an arrow. It's in the plastic, and then there's numbers that are extremely hard to see, but there's numbers here. There's a 2, and then there's a 1 there. So what I need to do is I just need to spin this around until the arrow lines up with the number 1. Okay, I think you can kind of see that right there. So now I know that that's set right. The next thing I have to do is get the length of the chain set up. So before I do that, I will take this clip off the end, and the way to take this off, turn it this way, is you push in and then you pull it to the side to clear that tab. I'll open it up a little bit more, take this off, and when I get the right chain length, I'll put that back on. So the way I'll do that is I will take my old one and the new one, and I will hold them together. And even though this is not flat, as long as it's the same angle, I'm in the center of it, then I'm doing it correctly here. So right where the top of this black is what I need to match the length with. And so let me get my fingers around this again. So this is like that. I get this in the middle. So we're looking at like here. Okay, so that's where that clip is going to go. So I'll push the clip in here. All right, and I'm going to leave this piece hanging because there's nothing in the way of it, and it's not going to interfere with anything. So let me hook this on here first. There's 2 holes in this particular one, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put it in the first hole. Then I'll take, just like I spread this apart, I'm going to push it down to the side and have it lock back on here. Okay, so now I will take this and push this clip on the bottom right, and then push the clip on the bottom left. Okay, and so now we have a working flapper. So let's turn the water on. We'll let this fill up and we'll try it out. So as we're filling up here, we want to make sure that the water does not go up too close to the top of this tube. This tube fills, there's water coming in here, and this is going into the bowl, so that after you flush it, it adds water back into the bowl. But as our float, which is right over here, starts lifting up, it's going to shut the water off. Okay, and so now we're going to do a test run. Perfect. So the way that this toilet is set up is that if you have just a liquid that you're trying to flush, you just push the handle down and then release it, and it does a short flush. But if you have solids, you want to hold the handle a little bit longer. So that's all there is to it. It's a very easy process. This water is clean. It's not anything to do with the toilet because the water's coming in from the house. Okay, and so this is clean water. The background here is a little bit rusty because it's been sitting like this for 6 years, and so other than that, it's clean. I'm not going to get a cup and drink some to show you, but it's clean water. So thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful for you, and I'd like to have you like and subscribe if you're interested in handyman stuff, or I also do some cooking things. And so if you like watching cooking videos, then come on back to the channel. But thanks again. If you have any comments of what things you would like me to show you, leave those in the comments below. Thanks for watching.